So the Southeast Game Exchange was insane this year. It was so much bigger, better, and more awesome than the last time. So I'm out here with
Travis from WoodManClassics.
Yeah, so I have a question for you.
Yeah.
All of this stuff definitely caught my attention, but this item is not for sale, right?
It's not. I picked it up at the convention. I made a trade with some inventory and some cash. I just want to add this to my collection. I know you're the same type of person that wants this type of stuff, so yeah.
Yeah, so this is going to be my pick right here. I would love to have this, but it's something that's not for sale at the convention. Just an amazing piece of history. You never see these, you know, complete with the sticker. I just always see them in like bad shape.
Or yeah, broken, chipped, or whatever, yeah.
But what really caught my attention was all of these amazing statues here. Just how do you do something like this from the big sizes and just bringing it down?
So it is quite a process. I work in the film industry. I have a pretty well-equipped prop studio in Atlanta, and so I have all the equipment to do this. So it starts with 3D scanning the original statues, printing prototypes, doing silicone matrix molds, doing fiberglass castings, all the above. But I do have a video if you want to check it out of how I made this. So yeah.
Yeah, and that's awesome. So if I could really pick something, I would love this guy, the full-size statue, but they're like never for sale.
Yeah, they were only 60 made for Toys R Us, so that's kind of why I made these, was that to make them more available, make them more affordable, and make it where you don't have to have a 4-foot, you know, landing pad to display these, because not everybody has a giant basement like you or I to display these. So.
No, but I definitely appreciate you taking the time, and you guys have to check out all of this because these are so amazing, and it's just really cool to have this stuff coming back. So I'm out here with...
I'm Gemma, known as the Gebs 24, right here on YouTube.
Yes, and I have a question for you today.
Okay.
If you could buy anything and had crazy amounts of money, what's one item that you'd want?
Okay. The one item is this. This Super Nintendo Kiosk is my holy grail. And I did an episode where I saw one of these in the UK and it was £6,500, which is about $7,500. Here, we've got one locked in at $2,300, which is great. And if I was in the UK, I'd be able to get this home really easy. So this, with the original TV, would be my holy grail one item.
Yep. I know, just shipping one of these would probably be a nightmare,
right,
but
yeah.
You see it, at least you got to be a little closer to it.
Yeah, and I get to see the original TV with the embossed Super Nintendo logo in the flesh. This is gorgeous, guys. I love it.
It just makes you want it even more.
I know, you should get it.
No, I can't, my car's already full.
You should get it in the comment section.
Yeah, let's just get it. Why not? We'll take one of everything.
Oh, I'll take it all. Let's just go.
So I'm out here with
Millennial CollectOhio.
Yes, and I have a question for you because we're at the coolest booth over here. So if you had unlimited amounts of money of, you know, everything, and you wanted to buy something here at this convention, what would it be?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Zelda, and Majora's Mask on the N64 was like almost like life-changing for me.
Yes.
And when it comes to oddities in the Nintendo community, the not-for-resale stuff is attainable. It's somewhat attainable, but it's rare.
Yes.
And this is like the crown jewel, like of the Zelda not-for-resale.
So where did you find something like this?
So I got this off of Marketplace. Actually, a guy had posted it asking some questions about it, and then I reached out to him. We come to an agreement. Said he found it at a yard sale for $5 in a bag.
Wow.
Each game was $5. This was in there. He asked me, was it authentic? I said, man, it looks great. You know, I made him an offer. Drove up to North Georgia, picked it up. It's a demo cartridge, almost like prototypish, because it has some extra menu features that most of them don't. And you can start the game with like full weapons, everything. It's
Wow.
a really cool piece.
That's crazy. Just to see this not for resale stuff. And that is something among all the Zelda, Nintendo 64 collectors. You know, everyone wants this. And you always have like the coolest, craziest pieces here.
And on that, but it's graded, which is another thing.
Yep.
It's like it's gonna be like that for pretty much ever. It's gonna be
Also
preserved.
The first GFR card graded by someone.
Wow, it's the first one graded by them. That's crazy.
I don't know. Might mean something to somebody. Maybe not.
Yeah, that's so cool. So I'm out here with...
Retro card collector.
Yes, and I have a question for you.
Yes.
If you could buy anything at this convention, you know, if we all just had endless amounts of money, what would the item be?
It's gonna be this right here.
Yeah, we're already in front of it.
This.
That's weird.
Awesome.
So this is the Nintendo World Class Service. We have this authorized service center banner. So these things you just really don't see anymore, right? Yeah.
And I think the price might have come down since yesterday. So now I'm saving myself money if I had all the money in the world.
Exactly.
By
We could
waiting a
get
day.
those bargains.
Right.
Getting all the deals. And then we'll just buy the whole booth too.
Oh, well, we're at it. Might
Yeah,
as well, right?
let's do it. So I'm out here with...
Arkansas Picker.
Yeah, and I have a question for you.
Okay.
So if you had like all this money in the world, you know, and you could just buy anything that you wanted, what would it be?
So if I had the money and if I had all the room in my room that I could use, this Sonic sign behind us,
Yeah.
I would love to have it. I don't even know what the price is on it actually, but I'm sure it's pretty hefty because you can tell from it's got a little bit of sun on it. You can tell that that's a vintage sign. Sonic it's pretty much my first console was a Sega, so Sonic is like one of the games that I remember playing as a kid.
Yeah.
So I'm a big Sonic guy. I'd love to have it.
And I think that stuff just like means so much to us because of all that nostalgia, those memories of playing Sega, playing Sonic. You got to go fast. You know, official Sega seal of quality. Just having both of those would be so cool.
Absolutely.
So I'm out here with...
Video game Votary. Hi, everybody.
Hey, so I have a question for you today.
What's the question?
If you had any amount of money and there's something here that you wanted to buy, what would you buy at this convention?
That film crew jacket from the original Super Mario Brothers movie, for sure.
Yes. I know it's, you know, crazy prices over there,
Yes.
but that thing, it's the film crew Super Mario Brothers jacket. So that, such an amazing first movie, right?
Yeah,
You know,
the
it's
best.
more of a classic. It was terrifying as a kid.
Yes,
but
it was.
having the film crew jacket, that would be so cool just to have a part of history.
Exactly, and it's one of those, only a few were made in the world, so it's definitely be great to have in the game room, just kind of sitting there, and I'd probably wear it. I'll be honest with you, I'd probably wear it. At cheap pay.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, $2,000, I'm wearing it in 100-degree weather, so for sure.
Yeah. So I'm out here with...
Game Dad.
Yes, and I have a question for you.
What's up?
Well, what's down? What's up? You're up.
I'm always high in the
Yeah.
clouds.
So the ceiling is up with you.
I can almost reach it. Can you?
Of course.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so the question is, if you had unlimited amounts of money and you could buy anything at this convention, what is it?
Are they selling islands? I'll buy an island.
No, at this convention.
Oh, okay. I would say probably that thing right there. Right.
Yeah.
There.
And why would you want that? What is it?
Because at the last convention at Korg, I got my copy of Sculptor's Cut. No, that was at Midwest Gaming Classic. I was wrong just now.
Yes.
But this is the box. There ain't no way in hell I'm ever spending that kind of money on a box.
On cardboard.
Yeah. I don't even know if the manual's in it. It says box only. I will say it's a clean box. It's
Yes.
nice, but it's $5,000. No
Yes.
thanks. But he takes Venmo for it, so you know.
But that is a really cool piece.
That
That would
is
be
cool.
awesome to have in a complete collection.
That's also really cool.
Yeah, the Nintendo 64 test cartridge.
Yeah, the test card. He's got really cool stuff in this box.
Yeah.
I have that. Oh no, that's the import. I have the US one.
Yep.
Nice. So yeah, I would spend a lot of money on paper.
Cardboard.
Yay.
Yay. So I'm out here with...
RetroRob, again.
Yeah, again!
Yeah.
So I have a question for you. If you could get anything you wanted, and you know money wasn't an object, what's one item you would get at this convention?
Okay, so I already have this.
Turbo Express?
Yep, I already have this at home, and I have this in box,
Yes.
but now I need to get the TurboGrafx 16. I would love to have that also complete in box, so
Yes.
that is an absolute grail still for me. And then eventually the Turbo Duo would be the next step after that. So, but,
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Especially if you can find those for like great deals or something too.
Yep, I'd be so happy, man. It would complete the whole Turbo trilogy for me.
Yeah. So I'm out here with
Jay from Square Pegs.
Yay! So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
If you could buy anything, money wasn't an object, and there's something that you really wanted at this convention, what is it?
So I have talked myself out of buying it a lot of times just because it's a little bit above my price range. Spice Orange GameCube.
Yes.
Orange is my favorite color, and it's just a step too far for me to pull the trigger on it. But yeah, I covet it. I want it one day.
Yeah, those are really cool. When I got mine, the price was way less in the
Yes.
box. I think I got it way cheaper than that, even complete with some games.
Yeah.
But those are super cool because Japan always got the cool colors.
Yep.
They got some of the better items, and that spice orange, something about it.
That's my favorite.
So I'm out here with,
Drinking Games with Josh.
yeah, and I have a question for you.
What's that?
So if you could buy anything here, then money was not an object, what would the item be?
I would love to have a Sharp game television.
Yes.
This is the old school Nintendo built-in Sharp television. This one's in pretty good shape here, and they have a pretty good price on it, I think.
Yeah.
It's got all the feet. The only thing it's missing is the front door that goes over this, but it has a controller as well. I did get lucky a couple years ago, and I found one of these, the controller itself, at a flea market for $5. At that point, I didn't even know what it was for. I just thought it was a cool old vintage Nintendo controller, so I took it home and I was like, holy smokes, this is for one of the TVs, and I'd love to have the television. If I could fit it in the car and persuade my significant other to allow me to have it, I would.
So I'm out here with,
Kevin, but most people usually prefer me as Game on Network. I don't know which one to go with, so either or.
so I have a question for you. Out of everything in the entire convention here, what's one item that's either not for sale or some crazy expensive price that you'd love to have in your collection?
Okay, so this took like a little bit because we were filming earlier and I couldn't think of anything, and then I remember during Game Jam South, you had something at your booth, and it's basically this right over here. Because I'm a fan of the Sega Dreamcast, and the fact that she had this with like Ozfest right on the back of the shirt, and even like the booklet itself, like I didn't even know that they had like a little flyer thing, but I remember reading about this online like back in the day and thought it was cool, but I never knew anybody that actually owned it.
Yeah, so Dreamcast actually sponsored Ozfest in this particular year, and then I have some PS2 ones as well that they sponsored it. But you just don't see this stuff anymore, and it's funny that at this entire convention, it's like my stuff that's not for sale that you picked. So that's really cool. So.
But yeah, it's like I said, it's Dreamcast. Dreamcast is awesome. I wish it would have gotten more sales, but it didn't because the DVD situation. But yeah, being a fan of rock music and Sega consoles, like this is like a perfect match made in heaven.
Absolutely.